Hey folks, Jay here with Living Everyday Outdoors. The other day I discovered this mushroom on my walk with my dog. So this afternoon I'm deciding I'm going to harvest this mushroom. After researching on YouTube, I just learned it is called a lion's mane mushroom, and this is a rather large lion's mane mushroom, by the way. They say it tastes like crab meat or lobster. It's a very good delicacy. I've also learned a new word, mycophagy or mycophagist. That's someone who forages the forest for mushrooms. So I guess now I can add that to my repertoire. So I'm going to take my fillet knife and try to get it off of this tree. And what I've been told is that you want to leave the spore, or where it connects to the tree, on intact. So this is my first attempt at trying to do something like this. I may do it wrong. Please don't penalize me if I do. So here we go. I'm going to come down right here with this fillet knife, and hopefully I'll get this thing off of here. Well, there it goes. Wow, this is just let you look at what's remaining and what fell off. So this is my first time touching this thing. Oh my goodness, it is really heavy. Wow, I have a scale at home and I intend to weigh this. This thing is huge. I cannot believe it's this heavy. I'm guessing this is 5 pounds, but we'll know more about it when I weigh it at home. So here we go to see what happens. Okay folks, I got my scale out. As you can see, I've got it zeroed. It's a digital scale. Here's the mushroom that I just harvested. I'm going to place it on the scale, and it is really heavy. And I come up with 7 pounds, 4 1/2 ounces. I've not seen one on YouTube that is this large. It does feel rather wet though. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to feel or not, but it rained about 3 days ago. Anyway, on to the next step. The next step is cleaning the mushroom, and they recommend using a light brushing action to clean out the debris that's captured in the hairs. And it's like bark or dust, dirt, sediment, whatever. It shouldn't take long to clean this thing up. It's combing out pretty easily. And I'll do this and get it ready for cutting up in just a minute. I'll also, the areas that I cannot clean, I'll cut off. I'll trim off with the fillet knife and just discard that material. I didn't see this on the YouTube, so I'm going to try to cheat a little. I'm going to use a hairdryer in the cold position while I use the brush. Hopefully this will help speed it up cleaning the mushroom. Almost like I'm working at a beauty parlor. Seems to be helping. Learn as you go. Oh, that's cleaning up real nice. Yeah. That's cleaning up really nice. I'll probably be thrown out of the Mycophagist Club, but it's really cleaning up nicely using the hair dryer, just like you're combing someone's hair, fluffing it. It's a lot more durable than I thought it would be. All the trimmings that I cut off weighed 1.7 ounces. Seems to be working though. So after the final cleaning and drying time, trimming everything out, I wind up with 5 pounds, 12.5 ounces for this beautiful lion's mane mushroom. And I'm about to get started on slicing this thing up so that we can fix this baby. Again, I may be doing this the wrong way, but I've made 3 slices and I'm just going across it. It slices very easily. I'm making these steaks here about a 1/2 inch thick. They're beautiful, white. Some people call that meat, but it's a white mushroom. Filet actually is what I'm making here. I'll trim these up just a little afterwards, right around the outer edge right here. Just a little discoloration, but look how pretty this is with the mane. Here's the base of the mushroom, or the body of the mushroom, and this is the mane for each piece. And it's just making some beautiful steaks. I'm certain I'll have to slice these up a little more. Again, folks, please bear with me. This is my first attempt at ever doing this. I've cooked a lot of mushrooms. Shiitakes are my favorite. Portobellos would be my second favorite. The button mushroom. I've cooked mushrooms all my life, and but I've never had a lion's mane, and I've never had to be the one to prepare it. So I'm certain I'll get a good critique from everyone, I hope. Positive critique, please, on where I went wrong. All right, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm going to use some olive oil, put it in a little saucepan, and I was told to put a little pepper on it after it's through. So I'm going to fry these up in just a small amount of olive oil and see what happens. I'm going to do an experiment with the first piece here. I've got this thing sliced up beautifully, and show you what this looks like. I'll learn how to run this camera. It is just basically, I made steaks. Look at that. It's my hand. They're 1/2 inch thick, just beautiful pieces. I have to do a lot of editing here, but just wanted you to see how gorgeous this thing is. I hope it tastes good. If not, then I won't ever mess with it again. But look, I mean, I got so much mushroom. So what I did here, rather than fry the whole steak, I cut it up into some smaller pieces, something that more resembled a mushroom anyway. And this is what I'm going to cook initially to see how this does. This will be my taste test right here. These several pieces here. One more thing that I forgot to mention, I made a little egg bath here with a whisk this egg, and I didn't have any corn flour. I had flour, so I'm going to make an egg bath dipped in flour and then place it in the grease and cook it up and see what it does. So I've got the first piece in the egg bath, got it coated on both sides. Now I'm going to put it in the flour, mix it up, get a little on there on both sides, dust it off, maybe the stick, just to give it a light coating. Temperature's feeling about right. Well, here goes the first attempt. Let's see what happens. We'll get this bad boy frying. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, that's why I'm doing the experiment. If it turns out okay, I'll do it again. But at the final, right before I take this off, I'm going to put some pepper. It said to use cracked pepper. Let me see if I even have any of that. But if I don't, I'll just use some that's already made up. Okay, it's about done on one side, so I'm going to flip it. Smells good anyway. And I did find some pepper that I'll be able to crack on there in just a minute. In fact, I could go ahead and do that now. Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's looking pretty good right there, guys. The way I've always been taught to cook is when you hear the sizzle stop, you remove it from the grease. So that's what this looks like to me. It's quieting down. I'm going ahead and remove this and put it in the plate. Again, this is just an experiment, so I don't know how the rest of it will go, but hopefully you can see what it looks like. And it's going to have to cool a minute before I can taste it. We got it golden brown, or looks really pretty. So if I die or if I get really sick, you'll know what I've had. And again, I'm here alone, so hopefully it's hopefully I've identified this thing correctly. Okay, it's time for the taste test. I've got this piece that had all the hairs from the lion's mane right here, and then the solid part is about the width of my finger. So this will be my first attempt at ever eating a lion's mane mushroom picked in the wild. It definitely could use some salt, but it's crunchy on the outside. Has a juicy texture on the inside. Not bad. This is simply fried in olive oil in an egg bath with some white flour is all I had, and some cracked pepper. So all in all, it's pretty good. But that's my first attempt at eating a wild mushroom that I harvested. Macrophagy, or macrophagist, foraging for mushrooms in the wild. Thanks for watching. Keep living every day outdoors.